On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. The super armor does its job. Sticks the combo. Throws them to start the corner pressure. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat? He's going on the offensive? Gets him. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking, were they baiting them into that? Takes the chance to hurt him. Hits him with a stopping block. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something. Player one will need to use the finishes with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final charges forward. Hits them with a stopping block. Scrapping it out up close. Liftoff! Amazing! Wow, Reeves and counterattack. Player one is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major. No! This will break them! Both sides get raw super hard incoming. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player one made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. The impact gets blocked. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Pressuring them in the corner. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Jumps up. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. That drive impact is blocked. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Jumps? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Charges forward. They're going for the super art? That's not gonna hit. How can they steal this win in such a... Looking to impress with this super. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. Round 1. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Still slugging it out here. Taking stock. Burnout is triggered. Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the null. Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Hits him with a stop and block. Scrapping it out up close. Player one in dire charges forward. Jumps in. Smart play with the throw. Burnout activates. A quick breather. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Oicho! Too much! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Nothing but air for the impact. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What's the play here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. The combo's there. Sees it coming and blocks it out. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Taking stock. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Sumo headbutt! Oicho! The big play does it. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Holds out with a block. Okay, they trade hits. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player two, burnout triggered. What'll happen here? Player two bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Looking for a chance. Jumps. Doing some quick planning? Going on the offensive? Player changes the flight plan. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. That's what happens when you capture.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. There's a corner switch. Big counter. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Neither of them willing to back off. All right, what's coming up next? Down to the wire. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the null. Now, how are they going to use it? Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Sumo headbutt. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Knockdown and delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Not much life difference. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Player two will all in with a rush. Pops off the tank and scores the win. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Sticks the jump in. Still slugging it out here. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Big counter. Grabs him. Knockdown. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Gets some. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Still scrapping for control of the space. Burnout activates. Drive rush. They exchange blows. Closing moments of the match. One hit catches out the cage right there.
And it kills him.
Will this be enough to kill?
It's got.
Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Takes a trip. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Well-timed corner switch. Back throw for the side switch. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player, this is a huge chance to make a feel. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner.
Round 2.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. They trade. Charges forward, looking for a chance. Sumo headbutt. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Flies in with a headbutt. Oh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. In there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Jones with the fireball. They trade hits. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This is gonna hurt. All the throw connects. What now? The drive impact doesn't work. With super on Thompson hard. Nice fireball. Nothing stops this train. Tap them on the toe. There's a burnout. Player 2 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? It just gets there. Perfection. That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uses the parry. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Absorbs the... Oh! They can't squander this punish counter chance. Cannon blast. Takes a trip. Oicho throw. You can't let that slide down is all it took. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Plus out the parry. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Both fighters planning something? Hit them with a stop and bop. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Big throws. Soup delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player for the super art. Right lead is there, but still anyone's game. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Impact squat. Solid anti-air. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. 100 hands. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Most fighters can't use drive. Their drive gauges are looking this could lead to some big damage. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. This might be a pivotal. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Connects with the throw. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Chisels them down. Get that bank account ready because that's what...
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. All right. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fireball from charges forward. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Both fighters planning something? Manages to block the jump in attack. The quarter makes it hard to escape. He brushes that off and keeps going. Player burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 has lands a rising uppercut. Going in? Rising uppercut. They're using a fireball. Goes airborne. Are we gonna see it go all in with the uppercut? They are not getting close to each other. Big stage close. Lift off. Burns out. Player catches out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Closes it out. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! time to get down to business. The first round starts. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Projectile to try and change the situation. Misfire with driving attack. What's the play here? Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Good job. Oh, burnout triggers. Snipes him out the air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for a projectile to try and change the charges forward. Player 2 chases them down. Big counter. Knockdown and sumo headbutt. Risky uppercut experiencing burnout. Player 1, ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Going in. Good old slaps. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Closing moments of the match. One hit crowns him from above. Player 1 can't use any drive hits. Gotta play it safe. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. What a finish!
Final round.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Who's going to steal this win? Here comes the corner pressure. Doesn't miss a beat. There's a burnout. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. It hits the drive. They can't make any mistakes here if they want any chance of winning. Launches at him. Closes it out. Player 2 face the giant.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Drive gauge finally recovers. Taking stock. Freeze them. The big play does it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They have going on the offensive? Launches them. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Both fighters planning something? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to hit. No escaping that. Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Uses a drive parry against the attack. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. From up above. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Drive gauge finally recovers. Burnout is triggered. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Taps the dome. Hits them with a double knee press. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. Charges forward. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 1 chases them down. Hits them with a stopping block. Gets the jump in. Knockdown and jumps in. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with Psycho Power goes boom! Here's the Psycho Crusher. Gotta be careful not to try to act quickly, but with the attack. Wrecks them. KO. Player 2 made all the right moves.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Well-timed command throw there. Player 2 has the life lead. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Burnout is triggered. Sticks the combo. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up, and that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 creates a good corner. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Going on the offensive? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Cannon blast them. Player 2 holding on to that corner event. Burnout activates. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Goes up to fight them open. Player 2 can't use any drive-through. KO. Player 2 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Medium kick hits. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Puts one in the pocket. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Knockdown. Lots of aggression from both sides. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Life lead opens up. There's a wall splat. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Dashes up, brushes that off and keeps going. Scrapping it out up close. Knockdown and player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in. Sumo headbutt. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to end the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
fight is coming your way.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes air to deny them a chance. Checks with the projectile. The impact gets blocked. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. The drive parry was successful. Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Heading into the end with KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Fantastic reactions there. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Gets the combo. Barely blocks the jump in. A quick breather. Player 1, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. A parry? What'll happen here? Breaks the block with a throw. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Noticeable life breaks through with a throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps. Throw connects and does big damage. Charges forward. Risky up-close scrap still going. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Throws that off. Oh, the ground impact hits for a punish. Ooh, what a smart throw. A trade. Now what? Impact counter. Ooh, that's so sick. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. A real test baits out the low kick. No, critical art now? Snatches him with simple calamity. We're about to see a move like really means business. Player 1 can't big his time to bust this out. Big mama jamma. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. All the throw connects. There's a change of sides. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Player 2 chases them down. Still slugging it out here. Takes a trip. Sticks the jump-in. Sticks the combo. Stops the attack by using the drive stick. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Lands the forward throw. The corner press goes for the level 1 super. A quick breather. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Jumps up. There's a change of side. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up. Ooh, hits him with a stopping block. Cannon blossom. Took him to the corner in a flash. Burnout. Expects the tempo of the match to change. Going in. Player 1 drops him hard. Connects with medium kick. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Then reads the jump in perfectly. Going in. One chance here makes Raw critical. What's gonna happen? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Charges forward. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Can they stop this life lead from getting good decision with that throw? Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Gauge and whiffs. They're wide open. Player 1, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Punish counter on reaction. A real This experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Reads the jump in perfectly. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Blake takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Will that super be the turning point? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Oh, easy tech. Throws out a projectile. Very solid corner switch. Going on the offensive? Player one charges forward. A critical situation for both fighters. Okay, Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player one has a slight life lead. Big throws. Knockout springs forward with the drive rush. Experiencing burnout. Not using the gauge for a super art. Big anime vibe with Imperious End. Flawless round. They got him so quick. Player one took no time to finish that fight.
Comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. They trade hits, and now player one is just about out of drive after that. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Throws them to negate the block. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Strings it all together. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Going on the offensive? Life lead opens up. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Flash number. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Can't tech the throw? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player one can build off this lead. Okay, they trade hits. Goes for the rush. Perfect input, not letting up. Going on the offensive? Solid anti-air. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Right in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Goes for the jump in to start. Awesome. What drops them from the air? Jumps in. All the throw connects. With super hard into play. All in with the rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This would really tip the scale. This is going to hurt. Player two still has a chance, but it closes it out. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Blocks the jump in. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. No good up high. Well-timed corner switch. Grabs them. Takes a trip. Player one chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Perfect input. Not letting up. All right, what's coming up next? Who will capitalize on an open? Charges forward. Rising uppercut. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Hopes with a medium kick. Going on the offensive? Very solid corner switch. Flash knuckle. A quick breather. Hits him with a stopping block. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Oh, burnout triggered. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. That's a KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. From upstairs. Barely blocks the jump in. Sumo headbutt. Player two. Oh, the throw connects. What's next? Player two with the rhythm. Pony dash. There's the counter we wanted. Taking chunks out of each other here. Wall flat into the guard break. Cashes out the cage right there. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Amazing! Player one is in a very good spot. Oh, what's this? Put them on notice. Player two really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. They're trading attacks. Smart play with the throw. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. The combo's there. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Gets right in there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Holds out with the block. Charges forward. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. A clutch drive move here can close out this round for either fighter. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an open. In there! Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player one with, burnout triggered. There's a change of, just goes for it at this range. Brace for hit, we're gonna see it rain. Very slick with the combo. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player two has the deck stacked against walls flat into the guard break. What's next? Player two is in a very good zone. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Jumps in, sets up with the jump in. Nothing stops this train. Getting up close and personal. Both sides getting ready. Anticipated that throw. This may turn into a big chance. Cross-up attack. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. The final bout is about to start. You don't step in the ring with Honda and expect to walk away. Oh, here we go. Player two hit anti-air in the clutch. That's gonna leave him rattled. You need guts to pull that off. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get the
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deftly shuts out the jumping. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Puts one in the pocket. Player one is just about out of drive after that. The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Knockdown. Okay, creating some space here. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Holds out with the block. Tells them to negate the block. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to give this super art connect. It's the level one. Breaking with them wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Knockdown and gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jumps up. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Grabs and throws them away. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Oh, command grab. Trouble's coming. It's the level one. Breaking with some serious style. What now? They were waiting for it. That's gonna leave them rattled. Breaking on them to lay down the 10-1 finish. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.